Welcome to Phoenix about 2 months later, and I have been extremely remiss in keeping up, and hopefully this dog will quit barking. It seems that after I got into Oregon and got with some other riders from the Bunka Biker group, I don't know how to say it, had a identity crisis, I think. Everybody knows that I'm kind of left life as normal to live on this budgeted reality, and Bunka Biker is where I stay a lot of times if I'm not camping, which is hopefully most of the time. And there was a big meeting, and I found that I love these guys that I was with, but just not my tribe. Suddenly I was surrounded by 10RAs and Africa Twins and GSs and people on bigger budgets, and I don't begrudge that at all. I used to ride like that when I had my Strom everywhere, but I realized that, suddenly I felt like there's no interest in putting up these things. I'm not going to Africa, I'm not Itchy Boots, I'm not any of these things, and it took me some time also realizing I'm not riding the long distances that I was even coming up to Washington. The reality of the $30 a day retired, live on my motorcycle budget is that you stay in places for a few days and then you make short hops to the next place and explore as much as you can. So it's much more photographic than it is video. And I keep my Patreon group updated very regularly on what's going on and a few pictures and everything. So that being said, I said, after running around for a while, I said, well, this is who I am. This is what's going on. This is what we're doing. The Himalayan is running great. It's a budget type motorcycle. I'm on a budget type life, and there's really nothing to be ashamed. I didn't shave. Nothing to be ashamed of. But let me kind of catch people up. This is probably going to be largely photographic. I'm going to dig through all the video clips, but really 2 months have gone by. We've gone into Oregon. We've gone into California. We've gone back into Nevada and stayed with people. Back across Kansas, Colorado, back into Missouri. Had some extensive work to do in Missouri, and rode back. And we're trying to sort of quote, as it is winter in Phoenix, which means stick around Phoenix except get out whenever I can. The next plan is to go back across Texas to Florida and then up the East Coast and then across the north. We are planning a Himalayan only ride. Certainly other people are welcome. But beginning in June, I'd like to ride up to Alaska and probably spend the month of June riding up, around, and then coming back in 100 to 200 mile legs. I'm just going to have to dip into some funds for that. There's no way to do that on a $30 a day budget type thing. But anyway, let me catch you up on what's going on. I appreciate you being patient. I sit there and started the season 1 episode, this and that, and then all of a sudden stop for 2 months. But that's where we are. And I want to present life as it is. I'm trying to find my sort of tribe out here. I know that in 2012, I ran into the entire group of very nomadic riders that lived on their, quote, two-wheeled motorhomes, and that's my intention, myself and Izzy. So I hope you're following along, and I hope you're following along on the Instagram pages. I'll put those pages up. I hope you're following along on the Patreon site. I'll put those up. That does help me a lot. It's helping, it's not a great deal, but it helps me keep in tires and chains and this stuff that seems to constantly wear out. So